God sends these 5 angels when a narcissist tries to destroy you. Have you ever stopped to think about what really happens when a narcissist sets out to destroy you, only to be met with a force greater than themselves? It's easy to feel trapped in their web of manipulation, deceit, and emotional destruction. But what if I told you that something powerful is at work behind the scenes? The battle against narcissistic abuse isn't just about psychology or emotions, it goes much deeper. It is a spiritual battle, one that often brings divine intervention at just the right moment. When a narcissist comes at you with their relentless control tactics, their gaslighting, their cruelty, and their desire to see you crumble, the universe doesn't just sit idly by. Time and time again, we see how divine forces step in, shifting the course of events in ways that no one could have predicted. Sometimes the help comes in obvious ways, and other times it appears so subtly that you don't realize it was divine intervention until you look back. But one thing is certain: when you are being attacked by someone who thrives on destruction, you are never truly alone. In today's video, we're going to uncover something incredibly powerful: the 5 angels that God sends when a narcissist tries to break you. Now, don't expect these angels to always have wings or halos. They don't always come as glowing beings from the heavens. Instead, they often arrive in forms that are much more familiar, through people, life-changing events, moments of deep realization, and unexpected blessings that completely alter the direction of your life. These divine messengers may appear in ways that are subtle or in ways that shake your entire foundation, but one thing remains true: they always come right when you need them most. That's why it's so important to stay with me until the end of this video, because the message I'm about to share might just change the way you see your own healing journey. You might begin to notice that divine intervention has already been at work in your life, guiding you away from the narcissist's grip, even when you didn't realize it at the time. The truth is, the universe has a way of ensuring that those who try to harm others never truly win. And once you recognize the signs of divine protection, you will never see your struggles the same way again. Before we begin, take a moment to support this message by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with others who might need to hear it. You never know whose life you might change just by spreading awareness. Now let's dive deep into this incredible topic and uncover the ways in which divine forces step in when a narcissist is determined to bring you down. When a narcissist believes they have you fully under their control, they thrive on the illusion that you are weak, helpless, and unable to break free. Their confidence comes from the idea that they have successfully manipulated you into doubting yourself, your reality, and even your own worth. But what they fail to understand, what they are completely blind to, is that there are forces greater than them at work. No amount of deception, cruelty, or manipulation can stop the divine from stepping in. God never allows evil to go unchecked. Even when it feels like the narcissist is winning, even when you are at your lowest and it seems like there's no way out, you are not alone. You might not see it right away, and you might not even realize it's happening, but the universe is moving on your behalf. Whether you believe in guardian angels, divine intervention, or simply the power of truth revealing itself at the right time, one thing remains constant: there are unseen forces protecting you, guiding you, and preparing you for the moment when you finally break free. The first angel that God sends in these situations is the angel of revelation. This angel arrives when it's time for the truth to be exposed, when the illusion the narcissist has built around you starts to crumble. At first, you might resist it. You might still try to justify their behavior, make excuses for them, or convince yourself that things aren't as bad as they seem. But then, something changes. The blindfold starts to slip, and you begin to see things more clearly. This revelation doesn't always come in the way you expect. Sometimes it happens in a sudden, undeniable moment. Maybe you stumble upon solid proof of their lies, deception, or betrayals, something that makes it impossible to keep pretending. Other times, it happens gradually, as small, undeniable truths start stacking up until they can no longer be ignored. It could be a trusted friend pointing out patterns you hadn't seen before, or a moment of clarity where you suddenly realize that everything about the narcissist's actions has been a game of control. No matter how this revelation comes to you, one thing is certain: once you see the narcissist for who they truly are, you can never unsee it. Their manipulations start losing power over you. Their words don't affect you in the same way. Their charm no longer works. It's as if a veil has been lifted, and you finally understand the truth that was always there, but had been hidden from you. This angel of revelation is not just about seeing the narcissist for who they are. It's about seeing yourself clearly too. You start to recognize your own strength, your own worth, and the fact that you deserve better. This is the first step toward breaking free, and once it happens, the narcissist's grip on you will never be the same again. The second angel is the angel of strength. This angel comes at a time when you need it most. When leaving a narcissist feels overwhelming, when setting boundaries seems impossible, and when reclaiming your power feels like an uphill battle. Walking away from a narcissist isn't just about physically leaving. It's about breaking free mentally and emotionally, which can be even harder. The angel of strength arrives to remind you of something crucial. You are not weak, and you have the resilience to endure even the most difficult moments. This strength doesn't always appear in grand, obvious ways. Sometimes it's a sudden realization that you deserve more, a quiet but firm decision to stop tolerating mistreatment, or a shift in your mindset where you no longer allow the narcissist's words to define you. Other times, this angel works through unexpected sources. Maybe a close friend or even a stranger offers words of encouragement at just the right moment, or you come across a book, a video, or a message that reignites your inner fire. When this strength starts to build within you, the narcissist senses it immediately. They know their hold on you is slipping, and it terrifies them. They panic, scrambling to regain control using their usual tricks. They might suddenly bombard you with affection, pouring on compliments and fake apologies, making promises to change. If that doesn't work, they might shift to guilt, playing the victim, making you feel responsible for their suffering. But here's the truth: once the angel of strength arrives, you begin to see through these tactics. The things that once made you second-guess yourself no longer have the same effect. You start to recognize your value, and their manipulations lose power. The third angel is the angel of disruption. At first, this angel may seem like a cruel twist of fate rather than a blessing. Disruption often comes in the form of loss. Perhaps the narcissist suddenly discards you with no warning, leaving you feeling abandoned, confused, and heartbroken. Maybe you lose a job, a long-term friendship falls apart, or you're unexpectedly forced to move. These disruptions can feel painful, unfair, and even devastating. It may seem like everything is crumbling around you, making you question why things had to happen this way. But as time passes, you begin to understand that these moments were actually acts of divine protection. What felt like misfortune was actually a necessary break in toxic patterns. The narcissist may have discarded you, but in reality, they freed you. That job you lost. It was never a place where you were truly valued. The friendship that ended. It was draining you more than you realized. The sudden move. It was a push toward a new environment where you could truly heal. The angel of disruption ensures that anything not meant for you is removed, even when you don't immediately see the purpose behind it. It forces the separation that you may have been too afraid to make on your own, breaking chains that were holding you back. It might not feel like a blessing when you're in the middle of the storm, but in hindsight, you see that every disruption led you toward something better. It made space for true healing, real connections, and the freedom to rebuild your life on your own terms. With both the angel of strength and the angel of disruption by your side, the narcissist's grip weakens even further. You are no longer controlled by fear, manipulation, or a false sense of obligation. Instead, you step into a new reality where their power over you is gone, and you begin to truly reclaim your life. The fourth angel is the angel of restoration. After going through the deep wounds of narcissistic abuse, it can feel like healing is out of reach. The damage done may seem too great, the emotional scars too deep, and the exhaustion too overwhelming. But no matter how broken you feel, healing is not just possible, it is promised. God does not leave wounds open forever. What was taken from you, your sense of self, your confidence, your joy, will be restored in time. The angel of restoration works quietly, often without you even realizing it at first. It begins with small moments. Maybe you wake up one morning and feel just a little lighter than the day before. Perhaps you start laughing again, even if only for a brief moment, at something that once would have gone unnoticed. Over time, you start reconnecting with who you were before the narcissist drained you. You remember the things that once brought you joy, the hobbies, the interests, the dreams that had been pushed aside. Little by little, your energy returns. You start attracting people who genuinely care for you, those who lift you up instead of tearing you down. You begin surrounding yourself with kindness, support, and love, rather than manipulation and control. This angel also reminds you of something powerful. The abuse you suffered does not define you. What defines you is your ability to rise above it. The narcissist wanted you to believe that you were weak, that you would never recover, that you were nothing without them. But they were wrong. As you heal, you realize that you are stronger than ever. The person you are becoming is wiser, more resilient, and more aware of your worth. While you are rebuilding, the narcissist is falling apart. Because here's the truth, without a victim to manipulate, the narcissist is forced to face something they have spent their whole life running from, their own emptiness. They thrive by feeding off others, taking energy, attention, and validation to fill the void inside them. But once you are gone, once you have truly broken free, they have nothing left to feed on. They scramble for a new supply, but deep down, they know that nothing lasts forever. While you are finding yourself again, rediscovering life, and experiencing peace, they are spiraling, trapped in a cycle of their own making. The fifth and final angel is the angel of divine justice. This is the angel that narcissists fear the most, even if they don't realize it. Narcissists go through life believing they can manipulate, lie, exploit, and destroy without ever facing consequences. They think they are untouchable, that they can get away with their cruelty, and that the pain they inflict on others will never come back to them. But what they fail to understand is that justice, true justice, operates on a higher level. God does not allow cruelty to go unpunished. The narcissist may believe they are escaping consequences in the short term, but divine justice always finds its way. And when it does, it is undeniable. This justice does not always arrive with thunder and lightning. It may not be immediate, and it may not come in the way they expect. But it is certain. It comes in the form of broken relationships, as the people they once manipulated finally see through their lies and walk away. It comes in the form of lost opportunities, as their reputation begins to crumble under the weight of their own actions. It comes in the form of loneliness, as their inability to form real connections leaves them isolated and empty. While they face the reality of their own destruction, you find something they never will: peace. You move forward with a newfound sense of purpose, a deep inner strength, and the understanding that you were never truly alone in your battle. Divine forces were always with you, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward the freedom you now embrace. The narcissist may have tried to break you, but in the end, all they did was reveal your strength, and that strength is what carries you into a future free from their grasp. If you've ever felt lost, abandoned, or completely drained in your battle against a narcissist, I want you to remember something important. You are never alone. Even in your darkest moments, when it feels like no one sees your pain or understands your struggle, know that divine protection is always present. God sees everything. Every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of despair, none of it goes unnoticed. There is a higher plan at work, even when you don't fully understand it yet. The journey of healing from narcissistic abuse can be exhausting. At times, it may seem like the narcissist holds all the power, like their manipulations will never end, and like you will never fully escape their toxic grip. But that is not the truth. The truth is that you are being guided, protected, and strengthened in ways you may not even recognize yet. These 5 angels, revelation, strength, disruption, restoration, and divine justice, are not just abstract ideas. They are real forces at work in your life, leading you toward freedom, healing, and a future where you are no longer bound by the pain they caused. The angel of revelation opens your eyes, helping you see the truth for what it is, no matter how much the narcissist tries to blind you with lies. The angel of strength gives you the power to break free, even when you feel weak or afraid. The angel of disruption shakes things up, removing what is not meant for you, even when it feels painful in the moment. The angel of restoration helps you rebuild, piece by piece, bringing you back to life after so much has been taken from you. And finally, the angel of divine justice ensures that the narcissist is not left to thrive in their destruction forever. No one escapes the consequences of their actions. Even if you are still in the middle of this journey, know that you are already moving toward something better. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step away from their control and toward the life you truly deserve. You are healing, even when it doesn't feel like it. You are growing, even when the progress seems slow. And most importantly, you are never, ever alone in this process. Thank you for being here and for being part of this incredible community. Your journey matters. Your voice matters. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to like this video, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever experienced one of these angels in your own healing journey? Have you noticed moments where divine intervention seemed to step in just when you needed it most? Let's support and uplift each other as we continue to grow, learn, and break free from toxic cycles. You are stronger than you know. You are more resilient than you realize, and you are divinely protected every step of the way. Until next time, stay strong, stay blessed, and always remember, you are never alone.